After weeks of speculating, documents now confirm Michael Jackson died from a lethal dose of the powerful anesthetic Propofol, a sedative usually used only in hospitals. According to the affidavit, Jackson's doctor, Conrad Murray, had been treating Jackson for insomnia for approximately the past 6 weeks. He had been giving Jackson 50 milligrams of Propofol every night via intravenous drip to assist Jackson in sleeping.
Inconceivable that you'd use it in a home setting because Propofol is not designed for, nor is it appropriately used in a home setting.
Fearing he was becoming addicted, Dr. Murray says he was trying to cut the dosage. The morning Jackson died, Murray says he first gave Jackson the sedative Valium at 1:30 in the morning. Then at 2 a.m., the muscle relaxant lorazepam. At 3 a.m., the anti-anxiety drug midazolam. By 5 a.m., Murray says Jackson was still not asleep, so he gave him more muscle relaxant and anti-anxiety drug. Finally, at 10:40 in the morning, Murray gave Jackson Propofol, and he says Jackson went to sleep. At 10:50, Murray says he went to the bathroom. When he returned, Jackson wasn't breathing.
It is very, very far below what the standard of care of any trained anesthesiologist would do.
For the last month, Murray has been the focus of the police investigation with multiple searches of his clinics across the country. Last week, he released a video thanking his supporters for standing by him, the first time he's spoken publicly since Jackson's death.
Your messages give me strength and courage and keep me going.
Dr. Murray didn't surface today. A spokesperson for his Houston-based lawyer would only say they are looking over the affidavit before making comment. Meanwhile, the Jackson family, long pushing for criminal charges, said they are looking forward to justice being served. Sandra Hughes, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Trent Copeland is a CBS News legal analyst. As you just heard, according to an AP source, Michael Jackson's death has been ruled a homicide. So are charges against Dr. Murray imminent in your view?
I don't think there's any question about it, Katie, and it's actually very surprising that those charges have not yet been filed, particularly given all the evidence that appears to be mounting against the doctor. Look, remember, there's documentary evidence, there's evidence from statements that he provided to law enforcement in those 6 hours plus interview, and there's also evidence from these various raids that have taken place. So I'm a little surprised, Katie, that we have not yet seen charges filed against the doctor or him arrested. But look, I expect that to happen very, very soon.
In fact, you know, the warrants issued to search Dr. Murray's properties indicated police were looking for evidence of manslaughter. Why not murder?
You know, Kate, I don't think there was ever any question by the authorities or ever any suspicion by the authorities that they believed that they would find evidence of wrongdoing that rose to the level of being murder. I don't think that they will find first-degree murder charges, but I do think, Katie, and I think the door is now wide open for evidence of criminal, reckless behavior that rises to the level of potentially being second-degree murder charges. And I think that really has stumped law enforcement at this point. I think all along they believed that this might have been an involuntary manslaughter case, but they're now discovering, if we're hearing is true, and that is that he administered this Diprovan or this Propofol as it's called, and then left the room to attend to personal business and make phone calls. That may be very likely criminal behavior that rises to the level of being second-degree murder because it's so reckless and indifferent.
All right, Trent Copeland, thanks so much for talking with us tonight. We appreciate it.